Okay, what if I told you that one of the biggest financial decisions of your entire life isn't your house, but actually the car sitting in your driveway? You might not believe it, but today we are pulling back the curtain on the sticker price to uncover the true cost of owning a car, and it's a decision that can literally have $1 million impact on your future. Let's dive in.
So this number is where it all starts for most of us, right? $748. According to LendingTree, that's the average monthly payment for a new car. It feels manageable. It's the number the salesperson focuses on, and it's what we try to squeeze into our budget.
But here's the question we really need to be asking ourselves. Is that monthly loan payment really what it costs to own a car? And the short answer is not even close.
Well, according to a big study from AAA, the total average monthly cost to own and operate a brand new car is actually $965. That's a difference of over $200 every single month that most of us just don't account for. So where in the world is all that extra money going? This brings us to something I call the car payment illusion. It's this really common financial trap where we get so laser focused on that one single monthly payment that we become completely blind to the much, much larger cost of ownership. It really is just the tip of a very expensive iceberg. So let's go below the surface, shall we? It's time to reveal your car's hidden price tag. We're about to break down all of those other expenses that are quietly chipping away at your wallet long after you've driven off the lot. Okay, this chart right here paints the whole picture, and it is eye-opening. Based on that AAA data, the finance charges, the interest on your loan, that's only about 10% of your total cost. Then you've got fuel, insurance, maintenance, but just look at that massive slice of the pie. At 37%, the single biggest cost is something you never even write a check for. It's depreciation.
And this really drives the point home. Depreciation is like an invisible cash bonfire. I mean, the second you drive that shiny new car off the lot, it can lose up to 20% of its value. Think about that. On a $50,000 car, that's 10 grand that just vanishes into thin air before you've even made your first payment. Crazy. And this chart just shows you how fast that value plummet happens. After just 1 year, your car is only worth about 80% of what you paid. By year 3, you're down to 60%. And after 5 years, you're lucky if it's worth 40%. You're essentially paying top dollar for an asset that is aggressively losing value. But this also creates a golden opportunity for smart buyers. See, this isn't just about saving a few bucks here and there. This is what we're calling the $1 million decision. Because the choice you make, new versus used, how you pay for it, it has this staggering long-term impact on your ability to build wealth. To really get why, we have to talk about a core idea in finance, opportunity cost. And it sounds complicated, but it's simple. It's just the hidden cost of what you could have done with your money instead. It's the cost of the road not taken. So let's make this real with a quick story, the tale of two buyers. We've got Mike, who buys a brand new $50,000 car and finances it. With interest and everything, his total cost is almost 60 grand. Then we have James. He buys a perfectly reliable 3-year-old used car for 20 grand, and he pays with cash. He completely avoids the loan and that brutal first few years of depreciation. So right away, James has saved almost $40,000. But here is the truly mind-blowing part. What if James takes that 40 grand he didn't spend on the car and invests it? Well, one analysis based on historical market returns shows that it could grow to over $1.8 million over 40 years. That, my friends, is the opportunity cost of that new car smell. So how do we make the smart choice? How do we make sure we're on Team James? How do we turn a car purchase from something that destroys wealth into something that actually helps build it? Well, let's get into the smart buyer's playbook. A fantastic, easy-to-remember guideline is the 24-10 rule. First, put at least 20% down. Second, finance for no more than 4 years, that's 48 months, to keep those interest payments low. And finally, the most important part, make sure your total car expenses, the loan, insurance, gas, the whole shebang, is no more than 10% of your gross monthly income. This little rule keeps your car from owning you. And if you are taking the smart path and buying used, here's a quick checklist. Always get a vehicle history report like a Carfax. Do your homework on the specific model's reliability. And here's the non-negotiable step. Pay a trusted independent mechanic for a pre-purchase inspection. It is the best $100 you will ever spend, I promise. Okay, so you've found the right car, you know your budget, now it's time to navigate the final boss, the dealership.
Let's talk about how to pay and how to avoid some of their most common traps. Now, as Kelly Blue Book points out, paying with cash is awesome. There's no interest, no monthly payments, you own it free and clear. But it does have downsides. It can limit your options, and more importantly, it can totally wipe out your emergency savings. So it isn't automatically the right move for absolutely everyone. So here's the pro move. You have to separate the negotiation for the car's price from how you're going to pay for it. Experts at Kelly Blue Book suggest using this one powerful line. You just say, I don't know if I'm going to pay cash or finance until I hear all the options. Why does this work? Because dealerships often make money on the financing. If they think a loan is still in play, you have way more leverage to negotiate the absolute lowest price on the car itself. Lock in the price first, then talk about how you'll pay. So at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one single powerful question. I want you to look at the car in your driveway and ask yourself, is it a tool that's driving you toward the financial future you want? Or is it an anchor that's pulling you further and further away from it? The choice and its million-dollar consequences are all yours.